Welcome in then to the latest edition of Extra Time. Let's get to it. Ali and Stevie are here, but they are mere bit part players to compare where we're going to start today. And that is, of course, with Frank Leboeuf's background. Frank, you're going to have to talk us through what is going on there. First is the Man U.
Yeah, first I have a TV, and there is a background, and normally I just have to switch on the TV and it comes out. But today it didn't work, so I have a painting, and it's a beautiful painting about Alain Delon. Hold on, is it? No, it's the other side.
Yes.
The other side. Alain Delon is one of the famous actors that we have in France. Oh. And at his prime, he was in so many movies. Fantastic, handsome guy, you know. And I love the painting, and I got it. And today, because I didn't know what to do, I put the painting on, and I think it's kind of nice.
I like it.
It's kind of nice.
I like it. Who's the better actor, you or him?
Oh yeah, it's him. The guy is something.
Now, it looks
I
like
tell you.
it looks like someone's punched a hole and just used some foil to cover up like a circle on your right, Frank. What's that about?
No. It's just. It's kind of a flower, I would say.
No, it's a bit of foil.
Over here.
Yeah.
It's like it's like I don't know. I think the artist lost his mind as well. It's like a little bit like maybe it's Ten Hag. I don't know. No, it's not Ten Hag. No, but I think it's but it's nice. You know, you have a motorbike here.
Oh, it's a
you have
motorbike.
a famous face, and I don't know, but he's having a cigarette, and you have well.
How much did you pay for
about
that?
His career.
Or how much did he pay to take it?
Nothing. The guy owed me something, so he couldn't pay me, so I took it.
10 euros?
No, well, it's worth it worth a lot. It worth a lot now, so it's good. I keep it.
Well, you can see why.
He's an art connoisseur.
Bit of foil stuck to it. Ali, I know you're upset about a question regarding Klopp's tenure a couple of days ago. Just so you know, Dan chooses the question, so please direct your ear towards the wee man. And just to confirm, a lot of people believe that I do pick the questions or write the questions. I promise you I do not do either of those things.
And to say that I was upset about the question is quite a stretch.
Oh, okay.
In fact, there was a lot of sarcasm, and all I said was to the people and the group or the individual that pick the questions that we can do better.
Okay.
That's all.
Okay. Well, just to confirm that I have nothing to do with anything, really. I just turn up and that's it.
Okay. Thank you, Dan.
Here you go. For Stevie, have you ever, as a manager, had a bust-up with a player like Salah did with Klopp?
Not on the touchline, no.
You would keep that inside?
Absolutely, yeah.
Well, I imagine there were quite a few bust-ups.
No, not really, no.
Oh.
No. I would go mental on the sideline, but as far as having a go at people, no. A guy called Danny Hernandez, him and I squared up once, and then a few of the boys jumped in and separated us.
What was the...
I can't remember. It was half-time, and I'm going to assume that we were awful.
Right.
And he just happened to be one of the ones I was having a go at, and he had a problem with it, and he stood up.
Right.
So I took a pace forward, and then the old in each other's face, and then a few of the lads came in. Got both the lads who came in were bigger than both me and Danny.
Right.
So they stopped it. So it was done.
And there was no conversation about it? Nothing? No. That was it?
Situations like
when
that.
When did he get traded?
The following day.
Yep.
Situations like that happen just on the spot of the moment.
Yes.
Disappear. Generally,
this one hasn't, has it?
This is something that's been going on between the two of them.
Right.
For him to have a little snap at him and a wee smarty pants.
This is what you assume happened, yeah? That he had a word.
I'm assuming, yeah.
That got him going.
The two of them obviously have not been seen eye to eye about something.
Yes.
And there's no question, Klopp has just dropped his guard and let his feelings get involved and had a little snip at him. And then we saw what happened after they did that. So Salah's probably got every right to not be happy, by the way.
Do you want to hear my theory?
Yeah.
There's no substance to it whatsoever.
Right.
But obviously Salah was linked to Saudi Arabia.
Right.
Stays, maybe Klopp goes to his house and says, look, come on, stick with me, stick with the project. Look what we got going. We've got a great thing here. And then towards the end of the season, Klopp decides, oh, actually, I've had enough of this project, I'm leaving. Salah's saying, I just turned down this big money move to Saudi Arabia. You're abandoning me. Now what?
Wow.
That's my theory, everyone. There's no substance to it. And
what a soap opera that is.
It's absolutely a possibility.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not the worst.
I came up with that
It's not
one.
the worst idea you've ever come up with, I'll tell you that.
There you are.
Investigative reporting by Dan Thomas.
Yes, there we go.
That's exactly what you do.
See, no time to write questions. I'm thinking all these things. Frank, did you bust up with a manager or experience or see or witness what we saw today on the touchline?
No, never. And I think it's pretty nice to never see that. You know, and even nowadays, you know, sometimes we have some pressure with the 98 squad, where sometimes, you know, we can have arguments between some players who became pundit and some people still involved in the football business, like Laurent Blanc, Didier Deschamps. And I always try with Vicente Lizarazu to be the mediator, because people want to keep the image of 98 French team a good image. We all get along very well together, which is untrue and almost impossible. Sometimes we have fights, but as long as you respect each other, it's fine. But at some point, it went very far. We were like two players, and we had to go inside and say, come on, guys, we have to keep it private. It doesn't help to go publicly like did Salah or some other people. So I like stories where only between two people keeping silent or private.
I love it when it goes public. It's great.
Well, what about your investigative
Of course.
reporting? Because then, if it goes public, then all your investigative reporting is all for naught.
No, because I've led the way. I've shown people
I see.
why.
All right.
Why this stuff has happened.
Trailblazer.
What's the background?
Yeah.
You should see it. My ESPN, my 30 for 30.
Yes.
Oh, God.
Your 30 for 30 is going to be like 5 for 5.
That's a stretch.
He's calling himself a trailblazer, this guy.
For Ali, after losing 4-1, Dortmund will surely beat PSG, right?
Yeah. Well, that is the tendency of Dortmund, that they look
Rubbish
awful.
in the league.
Yes, they look awful, and then somehow they manage to create a performance, a manufacture a performance that puts them through in Champions League. I think they may just be coming up to a level that they're not quite ready for. I imagine. I've watched this team play the whole season, and the fact that they're in the semifinals of Champions League, it's quite surprising. and it has to be surprising for them as well. They cannot honestly look at themselves and say, yeah, that's right. This is where we belong, semifinals of Champions League, because their performances domestically do not warrant this sort of performance in terms of what they've done in the competition. And so at some point, their deficiencies defensively are going to show up. And I imagine that against PSG and against potentially the best player in the world in Kylian Mbappe, this may just be the time.
Stevie, with Liverpool's loss tonight, it seems eras do not end how you want them to. How did your own Liverpool era of greatness end?
Well, the problem is, when you have such a great era, when it comes to an end, it's clearly because things are going wrong.
Yes.
So it's never going to end well.
Yeah, of course.
So what you've got to do is, hopefully, sooner rather than later, you understand that that's what happens in football, and then you just remember how good it was when it was good.
Were you one of the last men standing?
I was probably, yeah, aye, I would be. Yeah, Souness took over in '92. I left in '94.
Right.
Yeah, and we won. The last time we won the league before Klopp's boys was 90.
1990, yeah?
Yeah.
Frank, my son has a theatre performance at his school tonight. Any advice you could share from a World Cup winning thespian?
What I can say to somebody, and I always say that, you know, when you are in a play, you have to be sincere. You have to listen to your partners, not telling your lines while they talk. You have to forget it. I talked to one of the biggest actor on stage that in France we know, and I had a dinner 14 years ago before my first time on stage, and he said, you have to forget your lines, because there is something who's going to remind you of the lines, and it comes. And sometimes you can come on stage without knowing what you're about to say, and it comes out. So just be sincere. Just try to enjoy the time. Don't be scared of the fear that you have inside yourself, because it's going to help you to be better. But again, be sincere.
Oh, there we go. Be sincere. I like that. Good bit of advice.
Talk to everything hard.
Maybe just in life as well, not just on the stage. Stevie, do you think Liverpool is regretting turning down the offer for Mo Salah last summer?
No.
What do you mean, no?
No, you can't. You can't wait till something plays out, particularly when it goes wrong, and then come up with that.
With hindsight, if you go back in time, would you have sold him?
If somebody turned around to Liverpool and said, by the way, at the end of the season, you're going to win the Carabao Cup and nothing else, then of course, from a financial point of view, you go, well, if that's all we're going to get, we could probably get that without him. So you take the money.
Right, so you would regret then not selling him in the summer?
No, you can't say that.
I think you can.
You can't.
Of course you can.
You can't. When the toss is already bolted, it's too late to figure out what you should have done, right? So it doesn't count.
I think it does count.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah.
It doesn't. Yeah. If somebody said to you, right?
Yeah.
You're a Liverpool fan.
Right.
Somebody said,
Yeah.
in April, if you keep Mo Salah, I'm guarantee you, in April,
Yes.
you're going to be in 4 competitions,
Right.
including the Europa League. You'll already have the Carabao Cup in the bag.
Yep.
You'll be in the FA Cup, and you'll be sitting top of the Premier League.
Wow.
If you keep Mo Salah, you would say, well, we better keep Mo Salah.
Then what would happen if
you don't know what's
someone
going to happen
said
after
on
that.
April the 27th, you will then be out of the Premier League title race, out of the Europa League, out of the FA Cup, and you won the Carabao Cup.
You've proven my point that you can't change the rules when it's too late.
You've just already changed the rules. Why are we going from April?
No.
Yes.
Well, if somebody says, you can't be clever after the event.
But it's...
That's it. All this is doing is being clever after the event.
Right. But it's OK to be clever after the event. It's OK to say, yes, with hindsight, we should have sold him because we've ended up with just the Carabao Cup, which you've just said we'd have won anyway.
Look, I get what you're saying. It's one of those hypotheticals, but no, I'm not.
Stevie, you know that this is what we do, right? We're clever after the event. This is what we do every day.
Some ways we do, but...
And very clever.
Yeah.
Very clever.
Very clever after the event.
Final question. I didn't actually know this was a Scottish thing.
What?
Would you consider pigs in a blanket to be Scottish sushi?
No, I'm trying to remember. Exactly what pigs in a blanket is. I've heard the expression.
It's a sausage, a little sausage with pastry.
Oh, yeah, there you go. Look at those hands. Look at those hands.
It's very small.
What's a sausage roll then?
No.
It's not dissimilar.
Not dissimilar, no.
Right.
To a sausage roll, but...
Of course not. Sushi is a fish. A sausage is not
exactly.
a fish.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly, yeah.
That's true, yes.
Yeah, you cook the sausage, you don't cook sushi.
No, there we are. That's today's revelation, everyone.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much.
There we go.
Thanks for coming.
Yes, thank you very much.
Bye-bye.
More tips from Stevie Nicol on the next edition of the show.
Get my cookery book out this Christmas.
Is that it? Are you here tomorrow as well?
No.
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 Oh.